Mustangs on the front row, Aaron Seaton in the 5-litre car, Steve Johnson in the 6-litre car, Ryan Hansford, Ryle Harris in behind them.
So, rolling start as is tradition. Short sprint race on the Druitt circuit. They had a standalone qualifying session. The top 3 cars were covered by a 1/10 of a second. And a great crowd in the house watching on as Aaron Seaton gets the jump in that bright orange Ford Mustang that leads them down. But Ryle Harris sweeps around the outside. He started further down the grid in the EFS Camaro, but on cold Hoosier tyres who commit to the outside at turn 1, they leave the floodlights and into the darkness here in Western Sydney. This is an incredible sight.
Well, spectacular motor racing. Watch them over turns 4A and 4B on this first lap. That should be interesting. If they don't go line astern, there could be drama.
Ryle Harris, 4th to 1st in a couple of corners, and the Camaro leads them over the hill. And instead of turning right, they're going left and then quickly right. This is the venue and the circuit layout they used way back in '96 when the touring cars raced here under lights. Long time ago. It's a great little racetrack, and all the drivers talking about how it was great to get 2 different circuit layouts in the same weekend.
It is, and they had a qualifying session on this one as well as on the long circuit, so they know which way they've got to go. And you can see as the cars thread their way around the corner, even Al Belgian has lights in the middle of the grille on his Mercury Comet.
Aaron Seaton with a great run down the straight, the 5-litre Ford engine screaming at 8,000 RPM. And he gets down the inside of Ryle Harris. Ryan Hansford in the Tirana tucked in behind. So as always, there's great variety in TCM. And look at Ryle. Under pressure, Hansford goes the long way around at turn 2. Brake discs glowing.
Can he hang on? That's the big question. He does. He gets through out of turn 3 and heads up over the hill.
This is a terrific circuit for these cars. They don't have a lot of tyre. They're heavy. They've got a lot of horsepower. And they slide and move around a lot. Drivers commenting about how much grunt it feels like these cars have got under lights in the cool, crisp air of this sensational Sydney Saturday. Up we go to the final complex. The EFS Camaro in good shape, but he's been hustled down the order a little bit. Oh, that's big! Hansford with a lose all on his own, and Ryle Harris has to take massive evasive action.
Whoa, how close was that? It's allowing the others up behind them too. They've caught right up and have probably left Seaton well out in front.
It's all right, Gary, you can open your eyes. They're all got through unscathed. Here it is again. So just missed the apex a little bit there for Hansford. Lost the rear of that car, and amazing driving, the multiple V8 Ute racing champion. And that is a brand new Ford Mustang for Cam Mason, Newcastle's own, bouncing out over the exit curb and in real trouble.
Further back in the field, we've got Aaron McGill in the XW Falcon being monstered by Jamie Tilley in the 65 Ford Mustang riding behind him.
Tilley, a pretty famous surname in these parts. You'd expect to go well at Sydney Motorsport Park if you're carrying that surname. So that spin for Hansford has split the field, and it's allowed Aaron Seaton, 3rd generation racer, to drive away. And now Ryle Harris finds himself under pressure from Stevie J. And this, we think, Gary, is going to be the championship battle at the end of the year as well.
It most certainly is, and we've got Camaro up against Mustang, 2 iconic American pony cars, and they're at it over here in Australia.
Down towards turn 1, these cars sound so crisp. Let's jump on board with the very fast Queenslander. You can see the temporary lighting that's been installed in the braking zone up to turn 2. It's a key overtaking opportunity, and check out the brake discs glowing on these cars.
Check out the tyre lock-up as well.
Yeah, it was a bit of a moment there. It shows you how hard they're driving. This race pays 10 points to start and 10 to finish, so it can have a role in the championship. It won't determine it in the end, but it's still valuable that you get to the finish. But just an opportunity for these drivers to go out and drive these amazing cars as hard as they can. Seaton's going to be clear and unchallenged in this. Looks like Adam Bressington just in behind in the VDC Camaro for White Line Racing. This fight for second place will go right down to the wire. I don't think Stephen Johnson can get down the inside. Aaron Seaton, though, under lights at Sydney Motorsport Park, the Ford Mustang will get the chocolates. It's a terrific drive for the 3rd generation driver. Continues his remarkable season. Harris across the line in 2nd. Stephen Johnson will be 3rd in the first ever night race in the 10-year history of the Paynter Dixon Touring Car Masters. There's the top 3. Bresso to 4th. Cameron